to Virginia, I just saw my latest song. Japanese denim flying straight from...
Playoff football has come to Northeast Ohio at Huntington Bank Field here in downtown Cleveland. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we got a great one in store, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Cleveland Browns. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. On the ground, this is Quinshon Judkins. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. A give up the middle, Judkins. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. He stayed afloat for a second there after the first wave of contact, but that was going nowhere.
Yeah, what did he tell us in pregame? I just don't want to get my feet stopped initially when I'm trying to make a run. That's exactly what happened there. Unfortunately, as you noted, got away a little bit from the first one, but the wave swarmed him under.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Over 100 catches in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in these playoffs. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 38. An inside run with Judkins. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now Sanders. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 25-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man, maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
To throw now, here's Sanders. And that one too wide and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Judkins going to run it out of the gun. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. On the RPO, that's complete right side. They'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They'll run from the gun. It's Judkins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Quinshon Judkins taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Browns are on the board first here in this division round matchup. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Looking to put a drive together. And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. That's caught inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Dante Thornton, 65 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Browns drive about to get started. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Come on. 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
To throw is Sanders. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. And the Raiders will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll just get rid of it.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd down and 13. Back to throw here. Now he'll tuck this and run. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. And the Browns are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
He'd been having a good day so far, but I think he got a little overzealous on that one. Still young in this league. Has to learn to try not to do too much on an individual play because, as we all know, sometimes less is more. And throwing away is preferable to making the big mistake.
And he's going to have a Browns first down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
This short pass into the hands of Njoku. 7-7, our score after one. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. They'll give it to Jenkins. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Two yards still to go. 3rd down now. Here's Sanders. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this 3rd drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
A run out of the gun with Genty. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage. Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. They'll get this out to Genty. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll try and do this himself. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That's a first down with a cherry on top. 31 yards. Back to throw again. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Bowers. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
They'll look to throw again. And he's got it. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Brock Bowers from 19 yards away. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he'll go out of bounds, but 10 yards inside of enemy territory at the 40. Great return.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game. For here's where the breaks are made, is the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
Sanders to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. 63 yards.
Just a breakdown there defensively. It looked like someone got their wires crossed because no one seemed to pick him up at all. He's running free, and there's not a quarterback in the league who's going to miss that throw. That's a huge play.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Shedeur Sanders keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. Aubrey good with a PAT. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Pass right side, caught by Thornton. Breaks the tackle, he's got room to run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now.
Well, he worked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively. Just too hard to keep him under wraps, and delivers a big play here for this offense.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Genty. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Thornton. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. The run straight ahead with Genty. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he will cover up as he's touched down after a short gain.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. They'll try and set up the screen to Genty. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Ashton Genty, as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders will extend their lead here just before halftime. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
19 tight, 19, drop 60, Dragon 60.
Throwing, Sanders. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Buffalo 18, find it. Warriors 17. Come on.
The final shot before break. Sanders. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. The final shot before break. Sanders. That is caught. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
2nd and 1. Short throw caught by Bowers. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Now a handoff to Genty. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. They'll go again with Genty. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. He'll look to throw. He'll try and do this, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Myles Garrett gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will extend their lead even further. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time.
And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
These are the situations that really test the defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
And a short gain down to about the 33. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave them with a third down. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete. On now is the field goal team. Here's the Raiders. We'll try for 3. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further. So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. Goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
The Browns drive about to get started. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
7 Pirates, 79 Broncos, 18 Pioneers.
Sanders. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Sanders. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. On first down, it's Genty. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Ashton Genty with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. To try here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup. They go play action now. Sanders. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard, trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes.
And the Raiders have got him. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Out of the gun here, Sanders. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Reed. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Browns on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Here we go.
Now they'll fake the jet sweep here and throw off play action.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Sanders going to throw again. And this This is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. 2nd and 10. To throw now. Here's Sanders. In trouble, and he's taken down. Max Crosby picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
That's complete out left to Ayuk.
An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
How about this? They'll change it at the line. They'll go. Here's Sanders.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3.
They'll set up a throw. He sets to fire deep. That's caught inside the 20.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Dante Thornton.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Raiders are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. There he goes right side. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Cleveland. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Team for the Raiders able to secure it. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Genty. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 93 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. On the give, Genty.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on third down and 5.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
On the give, Jeanty.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you've got the lead, you're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
And they will take a knee here. And they take a knee. And they'll indeed take a knee.
The Raiders are moving on. Thanks for watching.